Here it is, the long anticipated 3-liter straight 6 Duramax turbo diesel in the new 2020 Chevy Silverado 1500. And here at TFL we make you a promise. You saw it here first. And in this video I'm gonna go over all the details about the new diesel half-ton truck, show you all the features, and also give you a glimpse at the fuel economy that this truck is capable of. You gotta watch this. If you're looking at the outside, how can you tell it's a diesel? Well, there's just one badge. Here on the hood it says Duramax. Everything else about the truck looks really normal. Not a big difference from a regular gas-powered 1500 until you start the engine and you hear it. On this RST model of the Silverado, the exhaust pipe on the diesel looks fairly normal. The cooling vanes in the exhaust pipe are actually hidden way underneath. So how does this new half-ton diesel truck fit into the Chevrolet truck lineup? Well, the little brother is there, the Chevy Colorado with a 2.8-liter turbo diesel 4-cylinder, and then above it, of course, there's a heavy-duty truck with a big 6.6-liter V8 diesel. This straight 6 is aiming to be something special because, first of all, it's a unique design in the half-ton segment with a straight 6 engine, and it's looking to combine fuel economy and also truck capability all in one. Well, let's see what the numbers are. There it is, finally in the flesh, the 3-liter straight 6. And the rating is actually really interesting because this diesel produces a class-leading 277 horsepower, and the recent announcement from Ram about their upcoming 2020 EcoDiesel V6 makes this not the class leader in torque, but 460 pound-feet of torque at 1500 RPM is still a great number for a half-ton truck. It matches their big V8, the 6.2. But that's not enough. Let's dig deeper and let's talk to the expert and find out all the little details.
The Line 6 is inherently more efficient, so that allows us to not have balance shafts because it's naturally balanced. The Line 6 allows us to have more space on the side instead of the V6. So, you know, one of the great things we have on the intake system, we've got a charge air cooler, water charge air cooler, variable geometry turbocharger. It's ball bearing turbo. This is the first time we've done this. So it's very quick spin up. Goes up to 175,000 RPM. Nice. So it's one of those things where the engine doesn't fall flat. It doesn't feel flat. And with our 10-speed automatic, it just, you know, it worked great. So from there, let's talk about the fuel delivery system. So we've got a 2,500 bar, this is over 36,000 PSI fuel delivery system. It's a twin piston design, as you can see, and it's fed through a common rail, and each piston services 3 cylinders. So
is there a start-stop on this engine?
It does have start-stop, and it has if you so desire, we've got a button to override it if you want to take it off for that drive cycle.
It's a big bummer, but the EPA government fuel economy ratings are not out yet. The Ford F-150 is there with the 30 mpg for a 2-wheel drive truck. The truck we have here is also 2-wheel drive, and we'll see how GM actually places when they finally get their ratings. At the end of this video, like I said, I'll show you a small ad hoc loop, Mpg loop we did, and the result we got. But I'm looking forward to get this truck to Colorado and do a proper towing test, and also Mpg and I-gauntlet testing as well. While we don't get a chance to tow with a new light-duty 3-liter Duramax, I can tell you the specs and how they compare against competition. So the maximum tow rating on a new 3-liter Duramax 1500 is 9,300 pounds for a 4x4. Maximum payload number is 1,870, but none of those numbers, the payload maximum or the maximum towing, are the highest in class. If you look at the Ford F-150, the maximum towing on that truck is 11,400 and maximum payload of 2,020 pounds. And of course the upcoming 2020 Ram 1500 has a max towing number that's mind-boggling at 12,560. And the reason for this, according to Chevrolet, they tried to maximize both the efficiency of the truck and also its capability. So they didn't go for the maximum towing number, they wanted to balance the two. Aha, take a look. The DEF filler is actually right here, right next to diesel fuel. This is a capless system, and the DEF tank size is approximately 5.1 gallons, and the fuel tank size is about 24 gallons. And Chevy says the DEF refill interval is approximately the way that your oil change would be. Of course, it depends on your driving style, but about 7,500 miles. The truck does have an exhaust brake, but there is not a separate button or switch to enable it. When you use the mode knob here on the left of the dash, you put it in tow haul mode, the exhaust brake is automatically enabled. The diesel engine is available with both two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive in double cab and crew cab configurations, in LT, RST, LTZ and high country trim levels. And this two-wheel drive truck with a longer bed and a double cab is around 44,000 bucks, the way you see it here. If you had an LT version, that would start around 42 plus thousand bucks. The infotainment system is actually very similar to what you would find in other Silverado 1500 trucks. Yes, you have your Wi-Fi hotspot, and of course they have a lot of camera views. Very similar to the upcoming 2020 heavy-duty truck, there is now up to 15 possible camera views. You can zoom in on your hitch, you can look up front, from the top, on the sides. Yes, and this truck here has a tonneau cover, which should improve its highway fuel efficiency a little bit, but it's pretty cool. It's an accessory, and it opens really easily. You can fold it in 3 parts and secure it right here. Now, I cannot talk about how it drives because Chevrolet wants to make it fair for all the journalists, and driving impressions will come later at a later date. But Chevrolet said I can show you the fuel economy this truck got on a short loop. So let me start it up and reset the trip meter.
Hey guys, look who I found. It's Mr. Truck.
Hey! I'm glad you found me. I was kind of lost in Oregon.
Hey,
look at all these cool trees.
Mr. Truck. So right now, let's not talk about any driving impressions of the truck.
Okay.
But how about we just show a small Mpg loop here in Oregon at the Chevy program?
That is cool. I just did a little loop.
Okay.
With Bruce Smith, and we got all. Should I tell you what we got up?
Yeah, just a number. Just a number.
44.3.
What?
Alright dude, so this two-wheel drive truck, 60 miles an hour, we went 26.3 miles,
Okay.
and 31.6 is what the trip meter says.
You know, and I'm betting that's going to be really close to reality when the EPA gets their certification finalized. I'm betting on. I'm betting
In this
30,
this range.
I'm going to guess 32.
So this diesel does not have class-leading towing, does not have class-leading payload numbers, but it's priced very competitively. The same price as you would get with a 6.2-liter gas V8. If you look at competitors like the F-150, their 3-liter V6 diesel costs about $2,400 over the 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6. So for the price, I think this will be a really good deal. And go back to tfltruck.com for more news, views, and real-world driving reviews. Driving impressions are still coming. Yes, they will also be on the website.